Hello, my name's Dolores, and a couple years ago I moved from the US to Portugal, and I've been receiving a lot of questions as to if moving abroad would be right for you. And that's a really personal question, and I came up with 3 questions you can ask yourself whether or not moving abroad would be right for you. Question number 1. Ask yourself, why do I want to move? Am I escaping something or am I trying to expand my life? If your answer is that if I just want to run away from something, then maybe we should reconsider. Because moving abroad just changes the setting you're in, but it's not going to change your problems. If you're miserable where you are now, you're going to be miserable in wherever else you are at. Unfortunately, it doesn't change very much. Your why will be the thing that determines how long you'll last. Life abroad is hard. It is really hard. You're in a completely different state of being. You're not around your comfort zone. You're not around your comfort people. So being really honest with yourself on that. Why do I want to move? Escape or expand? Question number 2. Can I handle being uncomfortable alone? This is really, really important because being away from everything you're comfortable is really hard. There will be nights you question everything. Everything. You'll be in culture shock, you'll be lonely, you'll be dealing with language barriers if you move to a place that doesn't speak your native tongue. The real thing is, can you self-soothe and rebuild your support system from scratch? And when I say from scratch, I mean literally from scratch, especially if you move away from a place that you don't know anyone, you don't know anything, you don't have any real roots in. Can you start completely over and be honest with yourself that this is starting completely over? It's, not knowing anyone, not knowing where to go for help. Sometimes it's even learning a different 911 number. For example, here it's like 112. Those are really important things that you don't really think about when you're planning on starting over. Question number 3. What does my day-to-day life look like there? Not just sunsets, beaches, partying, all the fun things you do when you're on a vacation. Visiting a place is completely different than living in a place. It is thinking about paperwork, it's about rent, it's about groceries, it's about healthcare, it's about who is going to be my emergency support, who is my emergency contact, who do I call when something bad happens to me and no one has a way to get in touch with my family back home to tell them that, something's going wrong, something's going right. Like, these are all things that you don't really think about when you're planning to start over somewhere else. And it's things that you have to be really extremely honest with yourself about, because it's not, picking up and leaving isn't just going to change who you are as a person. Like, it's going to change your settings. It's going to change where you are. You get picked up and you get dropped off somewhere else. And it's like, okay, well, now I'm here. Now a whole new set of problems. Can I deal with this on my own? Am I resilient enough to get up every day and start over? And once the excitement of the first 2 or 3 months honeymoon phase wears off, is this still something that I want to be doing? Am I happy? Am I capable of rebuilding my own happiness? Am I capable of making new friends as an adult? Which is something that a lot of people find hard, but it's easy if you're willing to put yourself out there. Am I willing to find new ways of being? Am I willing to learn a new language? Am I willing to integrate into a new place and be okay with being an outsider? And being honest with yourself with that, because being an outsider is not easy at all. And you're going to deal with people who are happy to meet foreigners, and you're going to deal with people who are not very happy to meet foreigners. And the same problems that you have at home are probably going to be amplified in a different place. There might be, in a different flavor. in a different language, but there's still going to be problems and you're still going to have to find solutions for them. If you're moving by yourself, am I capable of doing this all on my own? If you're doing it with your family, how is my family going to adapt to being in a place that's not home? How am I going to be okay with not being around my friends, my family, my favorite sandwich from down the street? Little things that you don't really think about. And if you can answer these questions honestly, why do I want to move? Am I okay with being uncomfortable? What does my day-to-day look like when it's not a vacation anymore? What am I going to do for money? What am I going to do for work? Where am I going to meet with people? If you can honestly answer these questions, and most of them are yes, and you're willing to take on the adventure, then maybe moving abroad is for you. And find resources, find Facebook groups, find people, find Discord servers, do anything to find as much help as you can to help the transition from being where you are to where you want to be easy. Moving abroad isn't about running away. It's about choosing yourself. It's about being brave enough to pursue a life that you want to live. Every version of you that's scared, curious, and ready deserves the chance and the opportunity to start the life that you want to live in any place. If it's not Portugal, it can be anywhere else. If you felt this video in your soul, that is your sign to start planning your move. And I recently opened a Stan store where you can book a one-on-one relocation consultation with me, and I can answer any questions you may have about moving to Portugal, whether it's neighborhoods, anything having to do with visa, the visa process. Go ahead and follow that link. I will leave in the description. And I hope that you got something out of this video. Your new life is waiting. You can make it the decision. If I can do it, you can absolutely do it. And I hope you have a great day. Let's keep the conversation going. Leave me a comment and make sure to subscribe to the channel where I talk about starting over in your 30s and life abroad. Bye.